The combination of nostalgia and desperation can be a powerful motivating factor for wrestling promoters, especially when the network is breathing down your neck. Case in point, Vince McMahon in 1996, watching his empire getting challenged by upstart WCW, thanks to Monday Nitro. Ratings were falling, and seemingly all his big stars were leaving, so in early 1996 Vince did something no one thought he would ever do again: call the Ultimate Warrior. Warrior hadn't exactly left on good terms in 1992, exiting acrimoniously after SummerSlam 92 amidst rumors of a drug test failure. To be fair, he never actually took the test and was fired as a result, so we can't say for certain whether he would have failed. Rumors were rampant that he would show up in WCW along with Davey Boy Smith after getting terminated, but he never did and was basically persona non grata for the next 3 years. Monday Night Raw: The Good Al Kennel from Hell match. Then, in a twist that could only happen due to Vince McMahon's legendary changes of mood, the WWF announced that WrestleMania 12 would feature the return of Ultimate Warrior in a match against mid-card heel Hunter Hearst Helmsley, with fences seemingly mended and Warrior's main event run set to begin again. Warrior did his standard entrance, destroyed Hunter to a huge ovation, and all was right in the world. However, while nostalgia can carry things pretty far, Warrior came back with a lot of baggage. He was commanding a huge price and immediately annoyed Hunter by refusing to do any of the things suggested by him in the match. It might have been the right decision at the time for Warrior, but Hunter held a grudge for years, and it was a major contributing factor to the later burials of Warrior on WWE programming. Warrior's first big program was set to be with Intercontinental Champion Goldust, and that was immediately a complete disaster because Goldust was injured and the promotion refused to change the advertisements for the PPV match. This resulted in an embarrassing 15 minutes of Goldust running around the ring and a ridiculous count-out ending. They had a rematch on Raw that was slightly better, which still isn't saying much, but the whole thing was better left forgotten. Finally, Warrior moved on to a feud with Jerry Lawler that was supposed to elevate Warrior back to the main event. However, by this time the relationship between Warrior and McMahon was falling apart, with Warrior more interested in shilling his Warrior University in Arizona and selling potential students on the vague concept of Destrucity, which was apparently paying thousands of dollars in tuition to learn to believe in yourself. Unfortunately, sound financial decision-making was not part of the curriculum. Warrior even had a comic book, with himself as the hero, naturally, that he somehow bilked the WWF into co-producing with him, and it was about as terrible as you'd expect. More WWE No Mercy: what worked, what didn't, what's next after a lackluster main event. So this all led up to a Warrior Lawler match at King of the Ring in 1996, based off a legendary interview on Raw that featured Lawler presenting Warrior with a framed picture that was supposed to end up getting smashed on Warrior's head. However, Warrior didn't want to take a glass picture frame on his head, so he wore a baseball cap to the ring for probably the first and only time in his career, and this was later blown up into a slide on the scale of an international incident in subsequent hatchet jobs put out by WWE. Most notably the self-destruction of the Ultimate Warrior DVD that came out years later, where they spent the better part of 10 minutes complaining about it. Warrior beat Lawler at the PPV to end the terrible feud, and rumors began circulating that Warrior was about to win the WWF title to justify his giant paydays, supported by an unreleased program that was making the rounds. Sadly for Warrior, his dreams of becoming champion wouldn't be realized again, as McMahon wanted out of the deal and Warrior began missing scheduled appearances due to the death of his father. Reports of the authenticity of said death were debated at the time, although it was since clarified to be 100% true. But regardless, McMahon took the opportunity to sever the relationship and fired Warrior for the third and final time before the July PPV, replacing him with Sid. Because, as we established in the first paragraph, nostalgia and desperation are indeed a powerful combination. Next time Warrior heads to WCW in 1998, and things get even worse,